Hey guys, so
I'm back.
after maybe like a month of just disappearing, I was in a summer job and I came back to school and moved to a new place and started a new business, which I'm so excited to tell you about. I just launched a new service, which is skincare coaching sessions. So you can book a session. It's a one-on-one session, and there's like two different types of services. There's like the short one, it's a 15-minute coaching session, and the other one is a 45 minutes. So it depends on your needs. It depends on how deep you want to go, what questions you have, and everything. So yeah, I'll make sure to drop the link in the description box so you can check it out if you're interested. And maybe book me? I don't know. I'm actually gonna have my first ever coaching session right after I record this video. So I'm so excited. Let's jump into the video. So today's topic is to give you some tips, exactly 5 on how to do skincare when you're lazy. What a better topic for me right now than this, because I really feel lazy. I really do everything almost every day because I've just been in a rut. Tip number 1, you don't actually need to wash your face in the morning. Like, just hear me out, okay? Except if you have really oily skin, which means you wake up in the morning, your face is almost shiny. You don't need to go through a facial cleanser. I still recommend to do that on a daily basis. It's just the days that you really feel like you don't want to do it, or you're really in a rush, you don't have the time to cleanse your face, I just recommend to splash some water on your face. And for the people that have acne prone skin, I would recommend to still use something, but it's like as simple as micellar water on a cotton pad. I personally use the Garnier one, but there's also the Bioderma one that's also very good. I think that these two are the best ones in the market. This tip is also something that you could do every day, but only if you really have dry skin, or really dry and really sensitive skin. You don't need to go through cleansing in the morning. After that, you can go straight up to moisturizer and sunscreen, because these 2 steps though, you can't, these are non-negotiable, okay? So you can't skip them, you can't live without them. Tip number 2, I actually recommend you to wash your face in the shower. Maybe none of you have watched my first video because that's like so old. In my first video, and I advised to not wash your face in the shower, but it's actually because I made this video in October, and in autumn or winter, usually you use very hot water in the shower, or at least warm water. I don't recommend doing that. If you're gonna use warm water, even though you want to change the temperature for your face, like, water is gonna run down your body. Even though you're trying to just wash your face under the shower, like, you're gonna feel the colder water on your body. So it might not be very pleasant, so that's why I don't recommend doing this in the shower in the winter time. But right now it's summer, and girl, I've been washing my face in the shower every day because it's just so pleasant. And of course, because I use lukewarm water, or a little colder than lukewarm water, but don't use like freezing water or really cold water, because it's still creating a shock. I can't even explain why it's bad to use hot water on your face. Okay, just let's calm down. Why am I talking so fast? I think I'm just too excited to be back. Alright, so I meant using hot water on your face can be very damaging. I don't recommend to do that. I recommend using lukewarm water, meaning water that's the temperature of your hands, to not shock your skin. Because if you use a temperature that's much hotter, much colder than your skin's temperature, it's going to be shocked and it's going to have a sensitive reaction. Especially with hot water. If you use hot water on your face, it could create sensitive reaction later down the road. And if you're going to use active skincare products later in your routine, it might be even less tolerated by your skin, just because you use really hot water on your face, and it just sets the mood for irritation and sensitivity. But wash your face in the shower if you're lazy, girl. It's just gonna save your life. It's gonna just make your life better. Like it's really a good experience, but just for the summertime though, so keep that in mind. Tip number 3, at night you can skip everything else than just cleansing and moisturizer if you don't feel like it. Especially if you're coming home late, girl, don't even bother going through your toner, serum, mask. Of course, no one would do mask if they don't have time or they feel lazy, but you actually have to take breaks sometimes from actives. I do pretty much every week now because I've been lazy a lot. But even if I'm not lazy, I still want some days to just have my cleansers cleansers, because there's 2 at night, and just my moisturizer, and be done with it. Like, I just want my skin to rest sometimes, and I feel like it's really a part of having a healthy skin is to give it some time to handle and take in actives on the other nights. You just have to have at least one night in a week where you're like, okay, tonight we're not gonna do anything crazy. So what I mean by 2 cleansers, you need to have your cleansing oil or cleansing balm, and then a normal regular facial cleanser, and then you can go directly to your moisturizer. Some nights, if I really feel hot, I would even just use a hydrating serum and not use moisturizer. But don't tell anyone. But it's actually like hydrating my skin already. I don't need a heavy ointment or occlusive moisturizer on my skin, but most of the time I still wear my moisturizer, like, don't worry. Tip number 4. Okay, this one is more an advice than a tip. You know, I just mentioned cleansing oils and cleansing balms. Well, if you don't know what they are, I made a video on that, so check it out, because you have to know what they are, because that's like one of the most essential steps of a skincare routine, and that is needed. Okay, I know you might think that makeup wipes are the best invention in the world to remove your makeup because it's just so easy, it's so handy, it's fast. Yeah, it's for lazy people. I mean, I'm not saying you're lazy if you're using them, but it's just so convenient when you're lazy. I even thought that was like completely out of the skincare world. Everyone knew it was bad for your skin. Spoiler alert, it is bad for your skin. But I just saw, like today, I saw a story of Brett Monroe and he used makeup wipes. And I was like, girl, you still using them after all we've been through together? Yeah, makeup wipes are not good for your skin because you actually rub in so much that you're creating irritation and sensitivity, as I said, just like hot water. But this, I think it's even worse because you actually get to a point where your skin is stinging and even burning. Sometimes it gets red, it gets hot just because you're rubbing, especially with eye makeup. And we all know the eye area is the most sensitive one. If there's a part where you can't rub your skin, it's here. Makeup wipes just make you forced to rub because it's not gonna leave if you're not rubbing. And it's actually not even that fast because I have to go through, like, even with a makeup like that simple, I would have to go through at least 2 or 3 makeup wipes to remove that. Just ditch the makeup wipes, all right? Get a cleansing oil or cleansing balm. As I said, I made a video on this. I recommend in that video maybe like 5 cleansing oils that are really good, so check it out. So my tip, don't worry, I didn't forget. So my tip is to use double the amount that you're normally using when you're using your cleansing oil or cleansing balm. So for example, I just normally use 1 pump because I normally just wear light makeup, as I said, like that. If I have like heavy makeup, I would already use 2 pumps. But on days when I'm lazy, I use immediately 2 pumps because it's just so smooth, so it just becomes so liquidy and it glides so much that it removes the makeup in 5 seconds, for real. You still have to cleanse for 60 seconds ideally, but when you're lazy, the faster you can go, we will take it, you know, we'll take it. Double the amount, so 2 pumps if you went for 1 pump for cleansing oil. A bigger scoop, double the scoop if you're using a cleansing balm, and you're gonna see how fast your makeup gets removed. And it's also good for sunscreen, to remove your sunscreen or any excess sebum. It gets real quick, it gets the job done better, and the experience is just so amazing. You actually have to be careful to not get addicted to it because the experience is just so good to have like a really smooth, buttery feeling on your face. If you get addicted to it, you're gonna get through your bottle too quick. You're gonna have to repurchase very soon. Tip number 5, use a tinted sunscreen. I swear this is my, I can't swear, okay. Sorry, God. It's been a discovery of mine, like very recent actually. I just love how quick and easy it is to combine. Of course, it's a 2-in-1 step, foundation and sunscreen, but also because you don't have to worry about the white cast of the sunscreen. You don't have to rub in the sunscreen for 5 minutes to get rid of the white cast. You still have to wear enough to get the SPF that's on the bottle. You need to use the tinted sunscreen as a regular sunscreen. sunscreen. So at least 2 fingers worth of product, because otherwise if you use it as a foundation, if you just skirt it or just do a little dot on your palm, and it's not going to be enough because you're not going to get the coverage that's labeled on the bottle. You want to get the maximum you can, at least SPF 30 on your face. Mine is actually not really my shade. Like it's my shade, but I look a little pinkish. In one of my recent videos, I mentioned how to use sunscreen and the sunburn possibilities, and so I would link this video down below. Don't worry. So yeah, if you're not using enough product, you might end up having an SPF 10 on your face rather than SPF 50 that's labeled on the bottle. Also, another downside, as I mentioned, is the shades. We all know that brands just love doing 1 shade or 2 max of tinted sunscreens. And we all know that in this world, there's not only beige or chocolate as skin colors or skin tones. If you can, try it in a shop. Try to swatch it. Try to swatch it at least on your hand. But you see how my hand is not the same color? Because I'm wearing sunscreen more diligently on my face than on my body. I know it's bad, but look how I could have tanned and I don't even get exposed to the sun. Make sure that you try and check if the shade is your shade. Tinted sunscreens are a blessing when it's your shade and if you use them enough. So in conclusion, I don't even know what I used to say in conclusions, but yeah, follow me on IG, TikTok. I haven't even did a TikTok in 2 months, but follow me there, don't worry. Follow me on Twitter, and of course subscribe here. That's like obvious. I'm gonna end up being more active on YouTube than anywhere else because I'm just not feeling any other platforms right now. And don't forget, if you need some help with your skin, girl, I'm here. And I have some skincare coaching sessions for you. So make sure to check it out if you're interested. And of course, I thank you all for watching this video. Be blessed and have a blessed week. And I love y'all. Bisous.